Assalamu alaikum. Today our topic is about democracy and dictatorship. Democracy is the form of government in which the people can elect the president or the prime minister or the head of the government, and it is elected through the elections. And in dictatorship, people cannot elect the ruler, but has all the power, and he can make the decision by himself. And in a democracy there people have the right to hold the decisions, to participate in the decisions, and to criticize the bad policy. But in dictatorship there is no right to the people to criticize the, the ruler bad policy. And if we goes towards the democracy, then there is a participation of people in the decisions, in the laws made by the government. But in dictatorship the laws by the and the decisions are made by the ruler himself. And if we look toward the media, then in democracy there is a free media, but in the dictatorship the media is under the control of the governments. And in democracy the people have the equal rights, but in the dictatorship governance have the priority. And in my opinion, I look toward the world and the Pakistan especially. I will prior the dictatorship over the democracy. As I and you all know that in Pakistan there is a democracy and a dictatorship for many years. As the dictator Ayub Khan rule over the uh, Pakistan, and in his era, the Pakistan become the Green Revolution. In the era of the General Pervez Musharraf, the Pakistan become the Asian Tiger. But in the democracy, as there are many opposition leaders in the Pakistan, there are many things and which are not up to the mark. As the sources are the ideas implemented by the government, and the goals which are implemented by the previous government are not conducted by the next government which is in the future. And I look toward the world, then the state of the Libya, whose dictator is General Gaddafi, is but in his era the Libya is better, but now it is one of the poorest country. And if I look toward the Saddam Hussein, then he's the ruler of the Iraq, and in his era Iraq is the better than, but now Iraq is also one of the poorest countries. So according to my opinion, dictatorship is better than the democracy, as democracy has also positive impacts. But it is important that the one party or the one leader can lead to the large scale. As there is a democracy at the government era in Pakistan is 5 years. When the government can complete his 5 years and his goals are not completed, then the next government start his own goals, and the goals made by the previous government is pending. So there is no progress in the country. But if we look towards the dictatorship, as there are a large era which was spent by the Ayub Khan and the Pervez Musharraf, and in their era Pakistan can make progress, and it is one of the development countries in the world. But now the democracy is implemented in the world. If we look toward our neighbor India, as there is a democracy, but it is still progressing. How? Then we can look toward the government of the Narendra Modi, as he is elected as for third time as the prime minister of the India. So the goals implemented by previous area are completed in the next area of the Narendra Modi, and it can make progress economically. So there is importance that if the democracy is present, then there is an economic stability is also important to hold, and the era to the government is also important, that it can complete after completed his 5 years, the government should be elected again so that he can completed his goals. But as there is a political instability and many issues that can face by the democracy, so the democracy cannot progress fully. So that it is important that if we want to progress, then the democracy challenges are overcome by the states, by the peoples, and many others. But in dictatorship, as the power hold by the one person, and he can make the decisions according to him, and he also does for the betterment of the country. And in short, we will ask that democracy and dictatorship does not depend on your progress. As uh, as uh, you are, if you are good, then you will get the good leaders, and if you are bad, and then you will get the bad leaders. So focus on yourself. If you are correct, then there you leaders will be also correct. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.